Hi, this is Philip Dahlheimer with the Viral Publicity. We're at Ventano's Italian Grill in Henderson, Nevada for another Viral Publicity business-to-business mixer. And I'm here with MichaleKaleikini of United First Financial Services. So Mike, tell us about United First and what's unique about them.
Well, United First Financial is a company that originated out of Orem, Utah. And what we do is we help people get out of debt sooner than later. We have a web-based system that basically takes a look at income, takes a look at debt, associated variables with it, monthly expenses, and mathematically it helps them figure out the fastest way to zero according to their unique cash flow situation. So it's kind of like having a financial GPS, you know.
Okay.
Everybody's destination is basically zero. This helps them get there faster.
Okay.
Probably should say what we're not too. We're not a debt settlement company. We don't do refinances. We don't do modifications. So that's not what we do. We have a financial GPS and it works. I guess the best story to prove that would be, I know of somebody who basically bought their home here in the valley at the peak of the market back in, what was it, 06? Right before the turn.
Right.
Maxed out their home to about $530,000. Market switched.
Wow.
Valuation went down to about $285,000. Way under. When they were first approached with our system, it was a little too good to be true. So they had their husband, that just happens to be a rocket scientist, no joke, sit down and actually figure out whether or not our system was real. At the end of 3 days, having been locked in a room and figuring it all out himself, he came out and he says, yes, the math is real. This is a real system. I don't ever want to do this again. Go get it.
Okay.
3.5 years later, they've actually gotten their principal down to about $290,000, somewhere in that area. So in 3.5 years, they've kept up with the market. So now if they had to sell, which thankfully she doesn't, if they had to sell, they'd have options. They're not having to write some huge check to try to get out of something. And not only that, but they're back on schedule. Some of the side effects of that are, you know, a better credit score. It has happened. Obviously, getting out of debt, which is the best thing. The system also helps with savings. So it could build a savings at the same time that it's attacking the debt. This is with little to no change in income. There will be a slight little change, but the idea is that we're not telling you to go take from Peter to pay Paul. It's not for you to cut back. It's not for you to go get another job. This works with your existing cash flow situation and mathematically figures out the fastest way to zero. So if you like going to Starbucks and getting that $5 cup of Starbucks 5 days a week, you don't have to change that if you don't want to. The system's going to work it just as is. The idea is that you have a lifestyle in existence already. We want to work with that cash flow. We want to make it so that you, the consumer, or even you, Bill, can go ahead and use the system, and the system will work with you in your exact situation right now. They could go over to my website, which is www.save4home.com. They could fill it out there, or they could call me directly, and they could easily have me do a free analysis for them.
Okay.
And take us maybe about 20-30 minutes.
Right.
I make sure the numbers look right and get it all together, come back with the results. That way you have the information to see exactly where you stand, and you can make an educated decision on whether our system is good for you or not.
And so how long has United First Financial been around? Are they all 50 states or just locally?
They're in all 50 states and in a couple of provinces in Canada. They've been around for about 6.5 years with this system. Most everything that we do as far as decision making is based on emotion. In fact, I don't know of any decisions that we don't know that aren't based on emotion. So a lot of times we get ourselves into situations because we've had what one of our friends like to call emotional explosions. That is an awesome car, I gotta have it. Yeah, great, go ahead and get it financed. You know, maybe not the best choice in the world. If you think about it, we're all gonna do it anyway. What this system allows is a very logical solution that will help you, even if you make an emotional decision to go buy a whole new set of tires because they're cool. The system will tell you what your decision's impact is going to be on your financial situation. If you want to make wise choices, before you get all happy and crazy or upset or anything like that for doing or not doing, take a step back and take a look at your financial situation. Go, can I really afford this? Is this going to stick me in a position where I'm not going to be able to live my lifestyle the way I'd like to? Don't go get the Cadillac Escalade just because it makes you look better. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it.
Right.
Find something that you can, for now, settle with, and use our system to save up so that you can go get the Escalade. I mean, we know how to do that too. Still work with your creditors, and in particular in foreclosure, try not to walk away. Certain states are recourse states, and if you do happen to walk away from your home, they can still come after you. It would be better to see if you can still service the debt in some way. Be careful with the companies that you deal with, settlement, modifications.
Great. Well, give us your web address again.
That would be www.save4home.com. If you want to give me a direct call, you can call me at 702-518-0149. And Mike Kaleikini, United First Financial.
Perfect, Mike. Thank you. Thank you for having us at our mixer. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
This is Philip Dahlheimer reporting for the Viral Publicity.